Hey, this is Jim from Jägermeister. We're here at Download. It's the Saturday. I'm here with Zach from Jimmy Eat World. How's your download going?
It's going really well so far. There's a lot of we're a little out of place here because this is a little bit more hard rockin' festival, but it's been cool to see. I've seen a few of like my boyhood idols of like, you know, guys from Alice in Chains and stuff like that. So that's been kind of cool.
Does that still sort of get to you when you see people whose music you grew up listening to at one of these things, just like, oh hey, how's it going?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that, you know, a lot of the reason why you decide you want to be in a band or play music is because you look up to people like when you're young. And so, you know, I was a huge Alice in Chains fan when I was a kid, so seeing them, and Iron Maiden, of course, and, you know, them being around, and saw some of the guys from Guns N' Roses were here. So just seeing that is kind of cool because those are the guys we look up to when we were starting, you know.
Yeah, I just don't know how you cope with that, just like in catering, and there's just like Slash or somebody like that.
Yeah, you know, for me, I usually just like, you know, don't bother them. I just let them sort of do what they're doing and just sort of appreciate the fact that they're there and it's cool to see them, you know.
And the weather today has been a little bit schizophrenic, hasn't it? I mean, how have you been coping with that?
Well, I think it's better to have like, I'd rather have it be a little bit sunny here and there than raining the whole time. So, you know, it's kind of nice. If it rains really hard, we hop into our, you know, little trailer here, but if it's nice, you kind of sit outside, and like it is right now, it's really nice. So.
Well, yeah, you've got sunglasses on. I mean,
yeah, it is kind of like I take them off, put them back on, take them, because like when the clouds come, you kind of don't need them. So.
And what's touring like for Jimmy Eat World? How do you guys stay sane on the road?
You know, I think we just try to have fun and not, you know, I think not try to do too much. You know, I think. You know, for us, we've been around a lot and have gone to the same places, and so I think it's just kind of relaxing and enjoying ourselves and trying not to be too stressed about stuff, and you know, and I think we just try to relax and take it easy.
Can it end up being a little bit like work? Like you're on tour, you're playing the same songs more or less each night. I mean, how do you keep that fun for you?
I think, you know, you could let it get like that. I think, though, that every show is a little different. You know, every show is another challenge to, like, play well and perform, and that's your job. But at the same time, it's a lot of fun, you know. So, I mean, there is a job aspect to it. I mean, you know, people expect us to go on stage and play well, and, you know, and we expect that of ourselves as well. But at the same time, it's, you know, it's only going to be fun if you sort of challenge yourself and like engage in it in a positive way. So I think it's just, you know, keeping a positive attitude and looking at it that way, it becomes less of like a job or a grind, you know.
Cool. And obviously Iron Maiden headlining tonight. If you could choose an Iron Maiden song to cover right now, what would it be?
Well, I think I've actually covered Run to the Hills when I was a kid with a little band that we had at our there's like a little place in our hometown where they give music lessons, and so they have like guitar lessons, bass lessons, and so sometimes like once a year they get all the kids together and put them in bands, and we learned an Iron Maiden song. It was pretty cool.
You tempted to bust that out on stage today?
Probably not. I think we're going to leave that to them. You know, they probably do it better than we could do it. So
yeah, they might be a little bit mad at that.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be very nice. You know, I think that's, you know, while we wouldn't play it as well as they do, it's still annoying to do stuff like that.
And speaking of covers, have you ever heard like a Jimmy Eat World cover where you're just like, that is so terrible, I don't know why that band did that?
Yeah, you hear a lot of those, but you know, I mean, I think it's sort of interesting on like YouTube. People make like cover songs all the time. So there's some of them that are really good actually, and there's some of them that aren't very good. So, you know, it's to be expected, I think.